everybody? Welcome to Just for Fun Games. I'm Azzy. That's Roy. We are doing. Is this our first or second podcast? I don't even remember if the last one went live or not.
I can't even tell you. I don't even remember.
Let's do it first. You know what? It's always great. Fresh start. Fresh start for the podcast.
We had that trial run on YouTube, and yeah, that didn't go so good. So we're on Twitch now with the live stuff, I guess. You want to
sound like that? So, Just for Fun podcast, we just want to talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about right now. A bit more relaxed than our other attempts at like addressing the news and shit like that. To which, to get a jump off, like we've had some distance now from Wandavision. A lot of people have weighed in. We've weighed in. If you haven't seen that video, watch that.
It's over.
If you haven't seen our collection of videos, because the majority of our content at this point has been WandaVision, but we were fairly positive about the entire series. But what I'm hearing is annoying me to my core, and I feel like it's caused by people who got their hopes up on their fan theories and are practically just lashing out. Because apparently there is a collection of people online right now who think that Agatha is the worst MCU villain. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
First, what defines a good villain to a person? Like, in the scope of comic book movies, a lot of times people say, "Oh, Loki's a good villain. Loki's a good villain. Killmonger's a good villain. Joker from The Dark Knight's a good villain." So, what defines a good villain? It's a villain that feels like it's doing more than just one thing. Something that's three-dimensional. People like to throw that around. Maybe we understand their motivations. Sure, except for the Joker, because his motivations are, I'm just a dog chasing cars.
Okay,
I don't know what I
lost you there for a second. I was like,
I was remembering the line. But as far as Agatha's concerned, no, I'm sorry. There have been weaker villains. And that's not the baseline that I'm trying to go with. I actually feel like Agatha is a very three-dimensional villain. We get to see that this is a character who was definitely one to buck at establishments and rules. She dabbled in the dark arts, but if we were to take her at her word, she wasn't trying to offend anyone, or she wasn't trying to violate the laws and teachings of her coven, because this is something that just came naturally to her. She just wanted to be taught, and they refused. And when they tried to murder her, she defended herself. Fast forward, we have a character who wanders into the Hex out of pure professional curiosity, effectively.
I say it's going to probably be a hell of a delay, but one of my friends from the Fae Lounge has joined us, and he says, "All right, Roy, you gorgeous bastard."
I mean, look at the Jerry curl, dude. I can't grow that shit. Look at this. It's gonna be like this forever. But what I was saying is, like, most people want to just boil Agatha down to, oh, well, she just wants more power and she's there to drain Wanda of her powers. It's like, that might be part of it, but narrowing it down to just that ignores the fact that she's legitimately scared of Wanda's potential.
Yeah.
She's dangerous, and she doesn't trust Wanda. Like, saying that Agatha is a two-dimensional villain just because we haven't gotten enough with her in her actual self, as opposed to as Agnes, would be then saying that Mordo from Doctor Strange is going to be a two-dimensional villain, because they have similar philosophies. I take power from the undeserving was her line. And what was Mordo doing at the end of Doctor Strange? He was stripping sorcerers of their powers that he felt didn't deserve it. Like, I could totally see them teaming up. But on that note, tangent aside, let's actually talk about who is the weakest MCU villain. Like, this is a subject that's totally separate from what is the worst MCU movie in Incredible Hulk. Uh, but Roy, who do you think is the worst MCU villain and why?
Oh, God, man, we got so many.
I don't feel that way.
I'll say
I don't feel like there's a lot of bad villains.
I would say, you know, I hate to do it, but all the Iron Man villains are not that great. I'm about to say I don't really care for any of those villains in that whole, you know, 1, 2, or 3. I can't remember the names, but oh
well, shoot. We had Obadiah Stane. He was the villain in the first Iron Man. Then we had Whiplash.
Obadiah.
Obadiah. And we had Whiplash in Iron Man 2, and in Iron Man 3 it was Killian. And I have to disagree. I will say Whiplash is definitely a weaker villain and could be like, if you were to say that Whiplash was the worst, then I wouldn't bother you about that, because he's a very shallow villain with like a narrow personality, but at least he's entertaining to watch. Early MCU movies, like a lot of people give them flack because they have issues with their villains. Mostly my issue with them is that they die. But like, sure, some can die. Not all of them. There's a massive body count when it comes to MCU villains. Yeah. But I would say Obadiah Stane and Killian were good villains. Obadiah was conniving, charming, threatening. When the turn happened, when you realized that he was the one that betrayed Tony, he was the one that actually attempted to get Tony assassinated. And that moment where he uses the device to paralyze Tony and leave him helpless. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I loved Obadiah Stane as a villain. Killian I thought was really cool just because I feel like Killian doesn't get enough credit. Mostly because, again, if fans are butthurt about something completely separate from the notion, everything falls with it. So people were butthurt about the Mandarin not being the Mandarin, and as collateral damage, Killian had to fall with it.
Yeah, oh, Lord.
But you know, Whiplash sucks. I mean, I can't defend Whiplash at all.
No. Hell no, we can't. Hell no. I just realized.
No, but like
corner of my mic stand was about to come off my table. I was like, oh shit.
Killian in Iron Man 3 was essentially like the military industrial complex, like the absolute worst of the military industrial complex made manifest. Like, he created the thing that needed to be fought with his weapons to make money.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. The worst MCU villain for me, but I'm just gonna say it flat out, is Malekith.
Who's that?
Exactly. Exactly. I will defend Thor: The Dark World in its entirety as a movie. Okay. But Malekith,
I figured it was from Thor.
Thor: The Dark World, I will defend. That is the hill I will die on, because I feel like we get so much characterization. It's such a tragic movie for Thor, and it's for everything that everyone loved about Ragnarok and its character growth and character exploration. It requires the setup of Thor: The Dark World. That's why so many people are so curious about the Loki series, because this is a Loki that didn't have to go through Thor: The Dark World in order to start making that turn towards, you know, being an anti-hero.
Angry Little Garth says Whiplash and Iron Man 2 as well.
Yeah, I can't defend that. Sorry. there's no defending that. But with Malekith's, like, the MCU is perfectly open to change characters as it sees fits to fit with their story. That's fine. I'm perfectly happy. I'm not that kind of guy who's like, oh, it wasn't done that way in the comics. But at least in this instance, not to sound like a hypocrite, at least in this instance, the departure is so stark. Malekith in the comics is such a Joker-esque parallel kind of character. His his whole shtick is he likes to see the world burn. He doesn't even care about his own people. He's the leader of the Dark Elves, but he'll sacrifice them whenever the hell he wants, just for whatever misdeed he's doing at the time. And they kind of like, he seemed like he was like a Star Trek villain.
I mean, hold on now. Why you dogging Star Trek, man? Come on, you don't like Khan? You don't like Khan?
Benedict Cumberbatch's Khan? Yeah, sure. I don't have the nostalgia for the original Khan.
I'm talking about the old Wrath of Khan. Come on now.
But, well, no, I just mean like, I'm thinking like old Star Trek where, like honestly, Conroy, Kevin Conroy. No, that's Batman. Who am I thinking of? Patrick. No, shit. What's Captain Kirk? Like that, like the original era of Star Trek. Like if you were to take that writing and then bring it forward to now, that's what Malik has seemed to me. He just like his whole shit. Like when your villain's motivation just doesn't seem imaginable. Like his whole shtick is like he wanted to plunge the universe into darkness, and it's like, okay, is that going to be like turning out the lights? What's that like?
Yeah,
there wasn't any kind of connection with them. It's like it didn't really show us what like the Dark Elves' whole shtick was back then. We just saw them fighting. We saw Odin's dad. That's it. They ran away and woke up from hypersleep or some shit. It also took it further away from like the magic kind of side of Asgard, and made it. Maybe that's where I'm getting the Star Trek shtick from, because like they were in space and they just woke up from like hypersleep, and it's like, all right, we gotta get the ether back. Okay. I just didn't connect with it at all. Like there was nothing there. It was nothing burger is the best description.
Nah. Yeah, I mean, to me, to be honest with you, like most of these villains, you can kind of write them off.
I feel like that's because this isn't a Batman movie. In a Batman movie, you expect an exploration of the villain's motives and whatnot. The villains in the MCU movies were essentially meant to act as walls for the character development and the character focus on the heroes. And we at least still got several villains that they did like evolve into roundabout and complete characters, like Vulture, like I said before, Loki. I even liked Hela.
Yeah, Hela was good. Hell yeah. Who doesn't?
She didn't get a lot of scenes, but when she was there, what I feel like is important is for us to show that there's at least more to the villain behind the facade than just I'm gonna kick some ass right now. Like when Hela is before the entire army at Asgard, and she lets them know, it's like, hey, I'm Odin's firstborn. We were gonna lead this army on this grand conquest because we deserve to rule over all realms.
All right,
who's with me? And they're like,
Gartho here says there have been some pretty inconsequential villains, which is bound to happen. Not everyone has an impact as like Ultron or Thanos. There are just so many movies. So I agree.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, you can't like, it's hard because like you said, are they going to kill Agatha in WandaVision, which is he's lagging. We're lagging so bad. He just said Khan. So anyway, but yeah, like.
But real quick, what I was getting to is that like when Hogarth, I think the last remaining member of the Warriors 3, when he's like, whoever you are, get the fuck out. The camera goes back onto Hela, and she looks dejected, and she's like, I thought you'd be happy to see me. And it's like, And there's a moment where you see that she feels defeated, and she's like, "Fine." and that's when she like wipes them all out. In the same respect, we get to see behind the mask for Agatha to show that she's not soulless. When she's forcing Wanda to relive her memories in order to try and figure out the source of her powers, the scene that they watched with her in Vision even made Agatha emotional, and it wasn't just like that, like sarcastic, "Oh, I'm wiping away a tear. I'm playing the smallest violin." Like, no, she's like sitting there trying to be serious in this situation. Like, fuck, I got something in my. It's like, come on now.
But hey, you know what makes her the best villain?
The theme song.
No. And I killed Sparky too.
But no, I predict the whole shtick is that like this entire thing went down, and Doctor Strange didn't know about any of it. And when shit starts hitting the fan, and he has to start getting involved in his movie, he's going to follow the trail back to Westview, and he's going to find the residual magic from Wanda over Agnes. And when he tries to interfere with the spell, that's how she gets released. Yeah. And then it's going to be Doctor Strange and Agatha, who's his only informant, effectively, on what the fuck is possibly going on, trying to chase down Wanda. And it's going to be like where in the world is Scarlet San Diego?
No. Nah.
Where in the world?
I don't know. Who knows?
Where in the multiverse is Scarlet San Diego?
But moving on, we Disney not having any plans to change the release of
Black Widow.
So May, hopefully.
You know how I feel about it. Like, I don't want movie theaters to close up and disappear. I want it to be a thing like arcades are nowadays. Like, arcades still exist, but they don't exist in the same way they did when we were kids.
No, they don't. How about say, you know, now
change.
What was the last arcade you've been to?
I still have the coins from when we went to an arcade in North Carolina.
Okay.
I bought way too many.
Yeah, about to say the only arcade that I know of is Boxcar in Raleigh, which whoever's in Raleigh area, check it out. It's pretty dope. Bar/arcade.
Shit. I played the original Smash Brothers there and had an amazing memory because I was fighting against two randoms and your brother, and sadly your brother got in my way and I had to get rid of his ass. But it was just me and this other dude. He was actually just as good as I was. Like, came down to we both knocked each other out, but I just barely won. Like, last live, like simultaneous hit, barely won. So perfect.
Yeah, but I say Gartho just is like, dude, I'm so far behind. I just heard you read my last comments. I was like, I'm sorry, dude. We do. I do. He doesn't. If he was streaming this would be a lot easier, a lot smoother. But unfortunately,
50% of it would be. 50% of it would be a lot smoother, and you would be a frozen image.
Yeah. So
compromise.
Well, no. It's the fact that I'm recording it for the channel on YouTube. So if you're not a subscriber on YouTube, Just for Fun Games, go on, YouTube, check it out. But yeah, so like we're still working on stuff, this is just like a little test run, so I'm glad that you're actually watching, so we appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
But other than that, like we'll actually go into the next topic. We got projects in the works right now, no time frame except for one. We only have one, and it's actually been already posted on YouTube, and that's the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We're playing through the first Mass Effect. Well, he is. I'm being the background, doing all the cool stuff. So yeah,
he's doing the technical shit.
So yeah,
I mean, we got a couple things in the pipe. Like, we're gonna do a debate video. who was the person you picked in the most iconic choice in the first Mass Effect, Ashley or Caden. We're going to be doing a live stream of the new Resident Evil game where I'm going to be screaming like that, like probably one of the Wayne's brothers or something. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm being forced to play this game and I am a pussy. It's going to be bad.
Yeah, so I guess he's gonna play Resident Evil. So I don't know. But
Yeah.
while I'm here, let's go into the next slide right here. So hold on. Okay, so the first up, Jonathan is gonna review Persona 5 Strikers. So, and I'm gonna tell y'all now, if whoever's watching, no time frame for any of these projects to be uploaded on YouTube. If you want to, if you just subscribe to our channel, you hit the notification bell, you'll know when these videos are posted. So do that, and you'll know when the video's up, and find out his impressions of Persona 5 Strikers. I heard he really loves the game. I'd be lying.
Yeah, like a bad cocaine trip.
All right, so next up, I'm reviewing Marvel Avengers, the PS5 review. So I get to go back and play Avengers again, only on the PS5. So
think of how many robots you'll kill.
Over and over again. All right, so moving on from that, me and John will be doing Zack Snyder's Justice League review. Now, normally when we do movie reviews, we try to do it mostly like movie TV. We try to do it the same day it releases, but it'll be like a day after the movie or show comes out. We'll upload it on YouTube. So yeah, what were you gonna say, John?
Have you heard Zack Snyder has already released what would have been his plans for part because he the Snyder Cut isn't where his plans ended. He had kind of like part 2 and part 3 ready. And Jesus,
I don't know.
I doubt it would be spoiling anything to tell you, but it's like effectively the dream that Bruce had in the original one, where it was like a post-apocalyptic world and such, and Superman was evil. That's all supposed to happen. That was effectively supposed to be a prophetic dream. And like his shtick was that while Superman was still dead, Lois was going to get with Bruce, and they were going to have a kid.
Yeah, this is all new to me. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep talking about Justice League. We got 4 hours of this new version to watch. So.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be this is gonna be a fucking train wreck. I'm sorry.
Ooh. Why? Okay.
Name a good Zack Snyder superhero movie, like comic book movie. What has he really done to give everybody all this confidence?
Hold on. Granted, the Man of Steel was okay. Okay.
It was okay. Yeah, it was okay if you ignore like the mass murder and the like depressed Superman. This is supposed to be like the symbol of hope and the quintessential Boy Scout hero, and then he made him a fucking edgelord, like he was trying to do his best Christian Bale Batman impression, only without the duck face.
Hey, Christopher Nolan produced it. I think he was the producer on this, so fuck you.
I'm not a Nolan zealot either. I'm not a Nolan zealot either.
All right. Anyway, we're moving on because you about to rant into another topic.
Yeah. I'm with you. Come on.
All right.
What was a good Zack Snyder movie? Give me a good one.
Watchmen.
That depends who you talk to.
Okay, then shut up then. Anyway, we got the next movie review, Godzilla vs. Kong. So, who you got?
Looking forward to it.
Who you got your money
Everyone
on?
already.
Who got your money on?
Come on, man. All it took was the internet to watch that trailer about 7 times, and it's like there's an 80% chance we already know what the freaking twist in the plot's going to be. So
Well,
King Kong, I guess.
well, yeah, I got money on Kong as well, but as much as I love Godzilla, but director said there will be a winner. There's no draw, no loser, so somebody's gonna come out winning.
Oh, do you want me to ruin this movie for you already?
No. I'm a go.
Already knows.
No, I've been avoiding the whole internet spoilers and all that mess. Moving
All right,
on.
I'll keep it to myself then. I'll keep it to myself. Money's on Kong.
All right. Next up, I'm doing a review for Sea of Solitude, the director's cut. This game was already released on PlayStation 4, Xbox, PC. I'm pretty sure when it came out, I got a kind of wish-washy reviews. Apparently, this director's cut version is only on the Nintendo Switch, which is interesting because when I was playing it the other day, I listened to the voiceovers and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I was like trying to find like reference videos if I needed to, and obviously they did new voice acting for this because the original character, the way in the original game, sounds totally different from what I got on the Switch, which is kind of, I mean, not bad. But like hearing the original, I'm like, ooh. Hearing it now, I'm like, okay, this seems a little bit better. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm about to say, I think it's a quick 3-4 hour game. So, all right, next.
Okay, all right. You just want to get your review out before I can finish Persona 5 Strikers. That's it.
Like I said, we don't have a time frame for any of these reviews. We're just telling you upcoming projects. So, right, like the next one, I shot you this yesterday. We're gonna play It Takes Two. Because I'm gonna tell you.
Yes. Are we gonna flip a coin to see who's gonna be the dad, who's gonna be the mom in this?
You know I want to be the mom. Come on.
You know what? I figured that. I was like, there were two possibilities. He's gonna pull like the gay card and say I should be the mom, or it's just gonna be he's gonna jump on the mom because he always has to play as a girl.
Yep, always.
Like what is that? In our group, I'm the only one that's bi, and yet it's always my straight friends that want to play as women. It's like,
hey, I've always played as women in my games. If that's the option, I will play as a woman. Not to say, oh, I want to see some ass and titties while I play. No, it's not for that reason. That's not the reason why I play the games. It's
you just make them. You just like seeing them jump.
Shut up. No, I'm about to say we got not to sound sexist or anything. We always got the male, hero in most of these games and everything. I was like, let's switch it up, Let's play as a strong female lead. Like, even though some of them are over sexualized and stuff like that, but like, look at the new Tomb Raider and compared to the old ones, yeah, that one was block titties all over the place.
Yes. My choice for Lara Croft is Angelina Jolie. The new Lara Croft in the games, while looking more normal, more athletic, less sexualized, instead more brutalized. I'm sorry, I can't play that game because it's so damn. It's so hard to watch it.
Hold on a second, John. Cutting off the talking about female playing as a female in games. Angry Gartho said good Zack Snyder movie was Wonder Woman, and I'm gonna tell you, he did not direct Wonder Woman, okay? But he also followed it up. He also followed it up with 300. So 300 bad movie. Get that out of your mouth.
No,
eat your words.
No, 300. No, 300 is not a bad movie, but I'm mostly thinking about his adaptations of more mainstream popular comics. 300 is a severely overly exaggerated reinterpretation of something that sort of happened. So yeah, no, 300 was fine. Painted on, 6-packs and all. I actually forgot Magneto's in that movie.
Yeah, Magneto's in there. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We're playing It Takes Two. We might. I don't know. Depends on how Jonathan feels about it. We might do that live. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Still, like I said, we're all still learning here. So, moving on. We're doing the Mortal Kombat movie review. So yeah.
I still feel like Shang Tsung looks weird.
Good thing, because I used the new poster for our little thumbnail.
Is it just me, or does he look cockeyed?
I don't care. I don't care. My issue is you got Jackson Sonya on the other side. I was like, well, put Liu Kang or something in there. Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Raiden.
Good guys, bad guys. That makes me think, and then that actually reinforces the idea in my mind that they're going to be background characters. They're not going to matter as much.
Yeah.
Like, they're not using them as promotional material. Then it's going to be them, Scorpion, Jax, Sonya, and Cole, that are going to be the important characters on the hero's side. I don't know. I really do like the actor that plays Shang Tsung. I saw him on Marco Polo, and even though he didn't do all of they didn't do a very good job of hiding his stunt double. He was great, and I remember him from Batman and whatnot. It's just like, maybe I'm still just too stuck on the original guy who played Shang Tsung. Like, I feel like if they could have gotten him for this movie, and he could have been old Shang Tsung.
Never know. Might pop up. Never know. You don't know.
Where's that Disney aging tech?
Yeah, they don't have money for Disney. They only got money for getting rid of fake mustaches or whatever mustaches and making them look way worse. So yeah,
I mean, they didn't have to do that for the Snyder Cut. So
yeah, so
he actually came back, though. He's probably. I think I heard that Henry Cavill's done as Superman.
I don't know. I hope not. I actually like him as Superman. Anyway, moving on.
I like him as Geralt. Moving on.
Damn, how'd that sneak? Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing this by the month that they come out. Next up, we got Returnal review. You said you were passing on this, so I might do the review for this because Jonathan's a little chicken shit and don't play scary games. I don't think this was going to be a scary game at all.
True. At least not 100%. I beat Dead Space. Hang my head on that one. But no, I was passing the review off to you, but I still want to play it. It looks really good.
Yeah. I mean, if we want a co-op review, that's fine with me. Actually, I just realized I forgot to put one in here, but anyway, moving on. Next one up, I'm kind of sad. I was like, this was like one of my most anticipated games this month, and it got pushed back because of issues with bugs, or I guess. It's called Minute of Islands. If you haven't watched me play this game, check out our Just for Fun Games Indies video. I want to say it's, I don't know how long into the video it is, but there's a segment where I play this game, and this game is weird as shit, but I love it. It's got the same art style as Adventure Time, and I don't know if that's like, they don't have too much information about this game.
Wait, was this the one that was like a 2D God of War?
No. I think that was you're thinking of I think No Place for Bravery. No, this is the one. Like I said, this is the one that looks like Adventure Time. It reminds me of the old LucasArts games we played. It has the same play style. Like, I move, I click something, and they'll do it. But it's just, the story was weird. Like, because I'm going in thinking it's a kid's game, and it just flipped the switch. Like, there's death. Not to sound so excited about it, but it's so weird, and it's cool, and like the art style, like I said, reminds me of Adventure Time. So I don't know if that was its intention.
Weirder than playing as a superhero who uses flatulence and boogers to defeat villains, and he travels by toilet.
Booger. Don't be hating on Booger Man. I ain't
hating on Booger Man.
See, I was gonna use Booger Man in our video intro, but I was like, I might redo our video intro. For those who haven't seen our stuff on Instagram or Twitter, we put up a new intro video for our channel, and it has a collection of games that we sort of like. I mean, we like these games, but I don't know if he's played all of them. Because I threw in
I can't because one of them's the new Resident Evil.
Well, but games we can't wait to play as well. But
amend.
Yeah, but I say we got Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Mortal Kombat, Jurassic Park Rampage, Metal Gear, Parasite Eve.
Yep.
Halo 2, God of War.
All Roy's games, effectively.
I guess that would be my intro. We'll do 2 separate intros. One for my favorite game.
No.
Well,
I'm just thinking, like, you're running off this list. It's like, no, I didn't play that one. Didn't play that one.
Well, I know you didn't play Jurassic Park Rampage Edition, which it was in the video.
Yeah.
I was like,
No
but the way it came into the video was cool. I was like, ooh, I didn't expect it to look like that. And I was like, and then I had to find because the song that we chose that your friend had gave us was too short for the video that I had made. So I was like, now I can't use this. Let me find something else. And then
that means the intro might have been too long then.
It was, but it was so good. I was like, I can't get rid of this. I can't. I don't want to cut anything. So yeah, I found this one epic track from YouTube that was copyright free, and I was like, let me use this and see how it sounds. And then turn it in, and I was like, oh yeah. And the first like horn you hear was when Eve popped up. I was like, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. It went so perfect.
Oh, you see, like, yeah, no, I did like some of the cues on it. Although it's like, where's a Reaper when you need one?
I put Mass Effect at the end, and you had Liara, so yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I know, but like, come on, man. The horns remind you of like the Reaper screams.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So moving on, I didn't like most of these, thumbnails you're seeing right now. I have not finished, but the next one, hopefully, we can see it. A Quiet Place 2 review. Have you seen the first one?
I haven't watched it.
Okay.
No, I have not.
Okay.
I gotta watch the first one.
Okay. Man, I've been waiting for this.
These are all prequels to the Fantastic Four, right?
The fuck are you talking about?
You don't know? Oh, Emily Blunt and the dude. Like, the internet desperately wants Marvel to pick them to be Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman.
You never know.
You didn't hear that?
No, I try to stay away from stuff like that. It's Fantastic Four anyway. Do I really care about a Fantastic Four until I see the MCU version? So yeah.
I mean, if they can make a talking tree work, then like the MCU hasn't stumbled so badly that you like can't trust them at whatever the fuck they decide to do.
So yeah, moving on. I'm not talking about no Fantastic Four no more. But anyway, we got Kina and
embrace the tangents.
Kina and the Bridge of Spirits. I think that's what it's called. I always forget the name. Kina. I know that's what I said. We're not
Tuck.
Oh, but, okay. Hold on. I hope this is the last slide because I'm ready to. Okay, yeah, it is the last slide. So going back. All right. So by the time this gets uploaded, you will have already seen the Raya and the Last Dragon review. And in this review,
wait. Now we can go on tangents.
Yes. So in this review, Jonathan wants to
put some stank on my name.
Raya's character, like sidekick, Tuk. He swears to God this is how you say it. T-U-K. Yeah, T-U-K. That's how you spell it. But hold on. You haven't tied me to the post before you're going to set me on fire, motherfucker. Anyway, he said 100% believed it was Tuk, but clearly I sent him a clip of Raya clearly saying, you might steal my Tuk. Or no, damn it, see.
Yes! No, conversation's over. I win. I don't care.
Anyway,
I won.
But she says, you might steal my Tuk. And he still doesn't believe. He's like, oh, man, I kind of hear it. But I went a step further. I went.
I admitted that I was wrong,
Okay.
but trolling you is fun.
Oh, you know how bad I was, how mad I was about this. I was like, I can't. Once I was done putting the review up and sending it to you to edit, I was like, let me get that clip and put it on.
Hey,
I put it on. Go ahead.
You should make it the ending, like just like mock up an ending for me for that review behind our logo, where it's just like a super cut of her saying tuk tuk.
But no. So I went a step further. I took the clip from the video that we recorded of our tangent about if it's tuk tuk or tuk tuk, and I put it on Instagram, Facebook. I don't know if I put it on Twitter, but I put it on my gaming channel. I mean, not my gaming channel. My friends.
Only you put it on Twitter, I would have saw it.
But on my friend's gaming channel. But here's where the thing is. Two things could have happened. One, people couldn't pronounce it either. Or two, people didn't see the movie or didn't care, because I'm gonna tell you, when I put it on Facebook, 40 people have seen the clip. Only 3 voted. and I'm gonna tell you,
they don't understand how important this is.
No, 2 voted for you, and I'm like, something, and one voted for me. So I put it. So on Instagram,
the people have spoken.
So once I put it on Instagram, I got all the votes. So it was basically, well, no, I think you got 1. I want to say, yeah, you got 1. So it's basically a tie all over again, 4-4. But it's tuk tuk.
Yeah, okay, but come on now. It is tuk tuk. It is tuk tuk. I'll let that go. The whole Mishigosh was fucking hilarious. But let's be honest, for an armadillo, tuk tuk is a cute name for an armadillo. It's wrong, but it feels like it's better.
While we're on this discussion of Raya, you know how much hell I had to go through to get this pop?
Damn, I want that.
Yeah. So apparently, I went to Target, and you might have this issue too, because I don't believe this shit. So I'm doing self checkout. I do the first pop that I had, which was Raya. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Anyway,
I can see it.
Yeah. So yeah.
I can see the picture on it anyway.
Yeah. So I got Raya scanned, no problem. Sisu. Scan it. It says item not found. I can't help it.
It's seafood.
So I scan it. It says item not found. I'm like, okay.
What do you scan? What do you scan?
The barcode at the bottom.
For who?
Sisu. Nice try, my friend.
Okay. All right. Damn it.
So I'm like,
it was a trap.
So I scan it one more time. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, Miss, I'm having issues scanning this pop. She goes to put it in. She pulls out her phone and has the Target app, and the Target app has the scanner on it, so you can scan it and find the price or whatever. So she scans it. Item doesn't show up on the website at all. I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to buy this pop. And I'm like, damn it. So for like 20 minutes, we had like 3 people trying to figure out how much this one pop cost, which was probably $8.99. This whole time, I'm like, and that's the thing, because you know what I said? I was like, look, y'all about to piss me off, because look, I'm about to take the Raya pop and rescan that and just be on my way, you know? So finally, after like 20 minutes of trying to figure out how much this pop costs, I finally came home with it. So, Sisu.
I don't want to hear your bitching. I don't want to hear you bitching. You know how long it took Raya to find Sisu? 6 years, motherfucker. It took you like what, 30 minutes to get out of Target?
Well, technically, I saw him I saw her
Her.
for a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't see the movie, so I was like, I'm not gonna get it. And then I see the movie, I'm like, damn, I gotta go get that pop.
Oh. God damn it. Did you see the trailer for Aliens Firestorm?
Yeah. Looks interesting. I mean, it's 3-player, you know. I'm about to say
Yeah, once you make it multiplayer though, isn't it gonna just like end up like, isn't that the same trap that happened like 2 Alien games ago? I think it was Isolation.
No, Isolation was the single player story where you played as
Okay.
Amanda.
Makes sense. The name.
You played as Amanda Ripley, and you're trying to find out what happened to her mom, Ripley. I mean, that game, like, I never beat it, so because the game.
But what was the other one?
You're thinking of Alien Colonial Marines, and that was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Because
I remember picking that game up, getting so excited, and then you knew this was a bad game when the alien just runs around in circles. And I'm like, okay, some bad AI here.
Nah, it's pulling a Sonic. It's trying to build momentum, and it's going like dash.
Yeah, I mean, Firestorm looks okay. Firestorm looks okay. It's just when I watched the gameplay from IGN, I fell asleep on it, and that's something I don't want to experience. You know, if you're already showing me a game and it's putting me to sleep.
It reminds me of DayZ with a alien skin. And I had fun with DayZ. It wasn't scary. Not in the way that you would expect out of a game that seems to lean into the horror genre.
Yeah.
I mean, like we would say that Aliens is a sci-fi horror, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like the franchise?
Yeah. But on that note, you already know I'm playing Sea of Solitude for the review. What are you playing right now?
Oh, I am playing more of Genshin Impact than I ever played Breath of the Wild, and they're practically the same game. But
so now Final Fantasy 14?
I'm trying to get some more people playing the game. It's good. I'm sorry. I mean, come on now. You don't even start that shit because you still haven't gotten your ass on that. Now it's like, I'm going to wait till April. We'll see.
Yeah,
best Final Fantasy story, period. You like Final Fantasy, best fucking story.
And it's funny you mentioned that because guess who put out a video talking about Final Fantasy 14? The podcast I listen to. Kind of funny.
Just for fun?
No, kind of fun.
Just us. God damn it.
Yeah, you would be putting out that video by yourself. But
are you kidding? The new expansion's coming out coming out later this year. I'm gonna fucking review that.
Yeah, so like I watched Kind of Funny's talk about Final Fantasy 14, and I'm like, hope they don't cave. Now I'm gonna have to make Jonathan watch Kind of Funny now. I'm telling you, you'll love these guys.
I love trying to tell you. I love trying to get you to play something that I think is amazing. It's like, yeah, nah. It's like, oh, they thought it was good. Well, maybe I should try. It's like, God damn it.
No. I would not. No, I would not. Unless, I don't know.
No.
Man.
What it is, I wish I can get you. I wish I could take you and immediately throw you into one of the boss fights in the game, because that's where the meat of the content is. Like you have these dungeons where like the trash between boss fights is kind of like that's kind of monotonous, sure, whatever. But it's the boss fights that make you think of like almost like a Souls kind of game where everybody, except if you can see the telegraph of where the guy was going to be attacking, or if there was something particular you have to do. Like I remember there was a boss recently. There's actually a boss where like its shtick is that it's going to like there's one safe spot, and it's going to appear at one side of the arena and blow everybody backwards. And you have to position yourself so that when it does blow you back, it blows you into that one safe spot. Otherwise, you'll die. Fast forward to later in the fight, it'll go up into the sky and it'll start doing that same move again. Only now you don't know what side it's on, so you have to kill this. You have to kill like this wind sprite that creates an updraft, launches you up, so you can find out what direction it's in, and then again position yourself so that you end up in the safe area. Otherwise, you'll die. It's the boss fights. It's the fights against like the Eidolons or the summons or the primals or whatever you want to call them from Final Fantasy, like fighting Titan. Those are the things that really draw you into the game, and it makes it such a great party game. In that you play with a party, not like Mario Party or anything like that. And like without the notion that your choices affect the story, you get to create a character that gets to be the silent protagonist main character in an amazing Final Fantasy story. The initial game itself, it sets up all the pieces, so it doesn't really immediately throw you into a great narrative. But the moment you get into the first expansion, which is available for the free trial, that shit'll grip you like iron.
Yeah, you know, this whole time you're talking, I don't understand one thing you were saying the whole time.
I don't understand what the hell you just said because your sound died.
Oh my god. Yes. Anyway,
whatever. Give the Final Fantasy 14. Give the free trial a try. I mean, it's free. God damn it.
Yep. I don't know. Well, what else we want to talk about? I don't know. This going to be very interesting the upload because we're already hitting the hour mark.
I mean, the only thing I want to talk about is like right now what I'm working on, other than like messing around with Genshin Impact, is I'm trying to play Persona 5 Strikers, and I am a gigantic Persona fan. I've been playing the games for several years now. I love that it's strictly the franchise has strictly adhered to a turn-based combat system in its mainline games, while at the same time branching out and doing different things. Like it's already got a very big following for the rhythm titles that they've been coming out with, which I'm surprised you're not jumping on.
I played them. Them.
Okay, all right. But this new one, I'm not feeling it, and it's so upsetting because I just had to deal with a really shitty game, and I'm not saying that they're the same, but I don't expect this review unless something changes quick. I'm not expecting this review.
Well, we'll get you some bangers in there.
Oh, your sound's gone.
My sound's gone. Oh no,
lost you.
Oh no. Hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
How does fun?
Yeah, my whole mic thing wanted to collapse on me for no reason. So,
see, you messed with it.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to bring up was like I'm guessing you saw the trailer for new 2D beat 'em up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for it, but like I'm surprised. For one, I'm surprised because it came out of nowhere, and there's also no release date. No, nothing.
Just gotta wait.
It was just that trailer.
Just gotta wait. You know what's coming.
I don't want to wait.
But since we go ahead.
Oh, I don't know.
That's it. Okay.
I'm just thinking like, you're saying you just gotta wait, and I'm just thinking about all the things I'm waiting for this year, like God of War and Horizon.
Not happening. Not happening. If we haven't heard anything by April about these games, they're not coming out this year. You might as well just wait till next. And I'm gonna tell you now,
I mean,
it's better to wait,
right?
Unless you want another Cyberpunk.
But I was actually rewatching today, Raising Kratos. You know, the docuseries.
Yeah, I watched it plenty of times. It's good.
Yeah. The development period for the first God of War, because it's much quicker to make a sequel to a franchise than it is to make an initial goings on. And with it being a reboot, that's what that was. It took them 5 to 6 years, and it's been 5 to 6 years since that game released. So
no, it hasn't.
There's hope.
No, it hasn't.
It has.
It came out in 2018. It's been 5-6 years.
2018. I thought it came out 2017.
No, 2018 it came out.
Mm-hmm. I should know this. I bought the game twice.
Man, don't even know.
Oh damn! Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Anyway, moving on from that. Since we don't have any WandaVision, you been watching anything or anything like that? Anything TV wise?
I made a gentleman's agreement to finish Breaking Bad if the other person watched Westworld, and he broke that deal. But I'm still kind of watching Breaking Bad. Other than that, like I'm watching a ton of anime. Like, shit. You gotta get back on your anime game, man. Like, what was the last thing you watched? Damn, that's bad.
I can't.
Have you not even like watched any like movies? Oh, dude, Netflix, man.
Oh, wait. Now, if we want to talk about like
anime
movies. Okay. There was one that, hence the
Your Name.
No. So, let me finish.
Damn.
Let me finish. It's an old
anime.
I don't know how old this anime is, but the Faye Lounge, Faye, she recommended this years ago, and that's probably the last animated movie that I've watched, which was called The Sword of a Stranger. Let me see if I can pull up.
Oh yeah, that's pretty old.
Is
if it's what I'm thinking of, then yeah, that's pretty old. I actually haven't seen it myself, but nah, man. Like I figured you would have seen some of these more dramatic anime movies that have been getting a lot of critical acclaim, like Your Name, or on Netflix. You can watch A Silent Voice. I promise you, it's gonna make you cry, but it's an amazing movie.
Nope, haven't watched it. I'm pretty much caught up in the past, man. I would still watch Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex. When you hear that theme song at like,
it's good.
When you hear that theme song at like 12 o'clock at night when you were a kid, you wake up out of that and be like, when Standalone's on.
Yeah, no. Those are dude that did a TikTok that captured my life from Tsunami, where it was like what woke you up when you were a kid in the 90s. It was like your TV blowing up because of the ending from Inuyasha.
Yeah. Oh man. But since we haven't had WandaVision, I pulled up Hulu. I was like, let me watch something from Hulu, and I'm browsing, and I still got my old stuff in there. So I watched a little bit of How I Met Your Mother, and then I stumbled upon Freaks and Geeks, and this was made in the 90s, and the show's based in the 80s. And I'm already 2 episodes in. I think I might be addicted to the show already. And I'm like, damn, this shit was so good.
Nah.
But here's your lineup, man. You got James Franco, Seth Rogen.
I know.
Yeah,
I know of Freaks and Geeks. I never actually watched it for myself.
Yeah, it has Marshall from How I Met Your Mother in it. And Hawkeye's wife is in it.
Oh, she's dead.
Huh?
She got dusted.
No, shut up, man. I don't give a. I tell you what. Huh? What are you looking at?
I was like, "What's she?" Oh no, I pulled up Netflix. Like I'm looking at the shit that you should be watching.
Oh.
No, for real. A Silent Voice. You need to watch A Silent Voice. But like, do you know what an isekai is?
No.
Is a genre where like the concept is a person from our world that gets like transported or sucked into a fantasy world or a world that acts like a video game, like Sword Art Online. Or a lot of times it'll be a thing of like they'll be walking across the street and they're about to get hit by a car, and then in the blinding light of the headlights they realize that they're in a fantasy world at that point. There's an anime series called ReZero, and think Groundhog's Day, but an anime set in a fantasy world. Don't spare you the gruesome deaths. Like he falls into this world and he meets this great girl, and he's trying to help her out when they're attacked by somebody or something, and automatically he's bleeding from his stomach, and she's had her throat slit, and he's swearing up and down that he wants to try and save her as like he's getting lightheaded and his vision is fading, and then as everything goes dark, he wakes up in the same alley that he started out in. Really good anime. Like, it's still ongoing, really popular. What are you looking at right
now? No, nothing. Because like I'm trying to hopefully wrap this up in a minute.
Oh yeah. No. We're about done. But I like, come on now. I'll watch the first 2 episodes of Freaks and Geeks if you watch the Silent Voice.
Okay, all right. Deal.
Next time we do the podcast, we'll catch up. We'll follow up on this shit. I'll have watched the first 2-3 episodes. Let's say 3 episodes of Freaks and Geeks.
Okay. Yeah, and because I'm gonna tell you,
and you watch Silent Voice on Netflix.
Because pretty much right after this, I'm watching Freaks and Geeks.
Get to your homework, damn it! No, I'm kidding.
If I will get back. Nope, not by any chance. We're a professional a journalist or anything like this. We pretty much freelance at this point. We don't even get codes for these games, so we have to buy these games.
Is just for fun. That's the point.
Yeah.
If something happens down the road, that's when it fucking happens. But right now, this is just for fun, and we are going to just have fun. But if that's where we're going to end it, let's go ahead and end it right there.
Oh, one more thing. Have you seen this Scarlet Witch hot toy?
I'm gonna go with no.
All right, hold on. Let me give you the link.
Fuck is a hot toy?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, John. My comic book friend named Bill Young, who owns Arkham Comics in Rocky Mount, if you're ever interested in buying comics, he told me of this site called he told me of this place called Sideshow Collectibles. I didn't know what it was at the time, so I'm like, okay, sounds cool, I guess. He's like, no, check it out, you might like it. And I'm gonna tell you now.
If you're about to send me a link, don't email it to me. Put it in. I'm
gonna put it into the Discord for you. Hold on.
There you go.
So I'm gonna give you the Sideshow collectible. Where's Discord? Okay, there you are. All right, yeah,
this is gonna be something that costs like $2,000, ain't it?
No, it costs about what? How much? Let me go back. $275. But yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, this figure.
That's not bad.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up a picture of it for the guys here who are watching. Excuse me. Image, browse. Where you at? Okay, there you are. So yeah, right there for all y'all viewers, Scarlet Witch hot toy, and I'm gonna say I already pre-ordered this. It's just too damn good. I can see the only issue I have with this figure is her. If you take off the cape, you'll see her little like joints right here. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the cape on. So I mean, I might. What I might do, just have a nice little in the corner over here, have them dangling from the ceiling. I know somebody's like, how dare you would do those to hot toys. I'm like, hey, it's my figure. I can do whatever I want with my toys. Like right there, I got a Leia hot toy.
I see they got Vision here too. I prefer my Vision figure to have a caved in skull, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully my mic doesn't cut off. So yeah. Come on, focus. There you go. So yeah, got the nice Princess Leia hot toy, even though she kind of looks bug-eyed for some reason.
Well, I would say that the Scarlet Witch looks bug-eyed too. Like I'm getting Mass Effect Andromeda flashbacks.
Yeah, see, my camera does no justice for this figure, but it like when you see one in person, fucking amazing. But yeah, let's go ahead, send us home.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm again. My name is Jonathan Rodriguez, otherwise known as Azzy, and that's been Roy. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Deuces.
Kidnap my tuk-tuk. 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 Tuk-tuk.